Okay guys, the date is June the 25th, 2022. Just want to shoot a quick video showing you all my equipment that I'm using for QRP operation for ARRL's field day. I'm going to operate field day from a little farm in southern Kentucky, about 5 miles north of the Tennessee line. So I'm going to be QRP at 5 watts. And this is the equipment that I'm going to be using. That's a Yaesu FT818 QRP rig. I'm going to put rechargeable batteries in it. I've never operated this rig with a rechargeable batteries, but I'm going to try it out this field day. And I heard the secret to getting these to fit is to put the tray in first and then install the batteries in the tray. So that's how I'm going to do it. I got the cover off right now. It's 2 screws and this little plastic piece is what holds the cover on. I got the batteries recharging right now, but once they're fully charged, I'll put them in the tray, and I'm going to try operating off of just rechargeable AA batteries and see if I can make a few contacts at least. So that's my rig. Of course, I'm taking an SWR meter. I'm going to be using a long wire antenna, and that's the antenna tuner that I'm using. MFJ model 902B. So I can get on the HF bands with this. Probably mostly going to be on 40. I might also operate 20 and 10. I'd love to make some contacts on 10 if 10 is open. So SWR meter, antenna tuner. I'm also using an external speaker. I just think this sounds a little bit better than the internal speaker on the FT818. The FT818 speaker is all right for what it is. You got to understand that FT818 is built for portability. So the speaker's not very big, but it will do in a pinch. But to my ears, for field day, I'm using something a little bit bigger. Of course, there's my cables. One going to the transmitter, one going to the tuner, and then both of them connected right there at the SWR meter. So for my antenna, I'm using this, a long wire. I'm not real sure how long that is as far as feet, maybe 60, 70 feet. I've never really measured it. But I know it will tune on 40 because I've used it on 40 before. And of course, also I've got 3 counterpoise wires. These are about the same length. They're not exactly the same, but pretty close. So those will attach to my tuner, and of course that will also attach to my tuner. And then use a stake to hold the end of the rope into the ground. There's the rope I'm using. You just attach the long wire to the end of that, throw it up in the trees, pull the antenna up, and then stake the end of the rope. Of course, a notepad. I'm not using the computer because it's just something else I'd have to power out in the field. So we're going old school. We're just using pen and paper. And don't leave home without it. Swiss Army knife. I think I paid about $20 for this, and probably another $10 for the little flashlight. And it's worth its weight in gold. I've had that Swiss Army knife. I'm trying to think of when I bought that. I was an Army cadet when I bought that. It was in ROTC. I actually took that down to Fort Bragg when I was in ROTC training. I think I paid about 20 bucks for that. I think I bought that in like 1991. No, it wouldn't have been 91. I think maybe 93 or 4. So I've had that almost 30 years now, and it has served me well. Great product. A little flat blade screwdriver. That's just in case I have to pop the cover of the FT818 off. Also, I'm going to be using this. This is a NOCO GB70. This is a battery jump starter, but you can also use it as an external power source, which is what I'm going to be using. It comes with a little cigarette lighter adapter. You plug that into the battery pack, and then plug your cigarette lighter plug into that end. I've got the cigarette lighter plug hooked up to the power table of the FT818. So when my internal batteries start dying, I'm going to switch to that as my power source. Hopefully I can at least make a few contacts. Again, it's probably going to be a rough row to hoe with 5 watts, but hopefully later this evening, maybe into the early nighttime hours, I can make a few contacts at least on 40. The past couple of years, I've operated from home as a 1 Delta, or not as a 1 Delta, as a 1 Echo. But to me, that kind of is out of the spirit of what field day is about. Field day is about going out in the field. Otherwise, they wouldn't call it field day. They call it home day. It's about going out in the field. Put your equipment, your antennas, and your operating skills to the test out in the field in less than ideal conditions. If there's ever an emergency situation in this country, and I pray there never is, but if the power grid is knocked out or something knocks, or communications and power offline, believe me, there's going to be a ton of ham radio operators on the air, including myself, just to get some information and probably to pass emergency traffic. But this is my setup. This is what I'm using for field day. Again, I'm going to be operating as a 1 Bravo QRP, 5 watts, from far southern Kentucky, about 5 miles north of the Tennessee line, next to a little farm that my uncle owns. Me and my twin brother are going to be out there operating. So hope to catch you on the air. 73, good luck to everybody. Have fun on field day 2022. 73 from KR4GT. I'll see you on the air.